Are we live? Oh, okay. Yeah, I chose the wrong scene. My bad. Okay. Hell yeah. So what are you doing tonight? Hey, nice. With me, I'm going to catch up on my Pixiv sketches. But I may or may not have to run to the bathroom first. So I need you to carry the stream for a minute. I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom so you entertain everyone here. Yeah. And remember, even if we don't have live viewers, you will need to entertain the VOD viewers as well. Okay? You can't say that we don't have any viewers, so you don't need to do anything. You cannot say that we have VOD viewers too. Okay, BRP. continue. Maybe she put trust in the fact that, oh, you are actually active here. Yeah, but I think that maybe in her mind, she's like, oh, at least she didn't run away or take the money and then like pretend. Oh yeah, yeah. Then maybe that's the way that she or he is trying to get your attention. Like, hello, please update me, please. Did you at least tell your client that, oh, I may stream your commission and you can stop by anytime? What do you mean, hey? What do you mean, don't? Very shy. Okay, at least don't say that. Yeah, that's why you tell them, trust the process. Not to you, you tell the client that. You tell the client to trust your process. Yeah, you can't. You can't be saying this live, you know. Like if your client does stop by and take a look at your stream, she's gonna be like, oh, so you okay. She's gonna be like, okay, so you don't actually, yeah. You don't take the commission seriously. That's why you can't say that you don't trust yourself, because the client's gonna be like, then how can I trust you? Yeah. No, you have to say trust the process. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to go offline again. Restart our stream. We're gonna have to delete this bot so your client can't see. I'll delete mine too, don't worry. I mean, you've already done that with like sketches and your own illustrations, right? Yeah, but at least you had some practice. Yeah, I think you can at least start smaller, like when you take other commissions, maybe like keep that braveness to the portrait, the half body illustrations first. Yeah. You can just control all, delete it. I got you. There's a responsibility to do things right and to not waste their time as well, because you know they're paying for it, they're waiting on it, and they expect you to follow their character design closely too. It's not one of those like, oh, you can be free, you can interpret my design. Yeah. So I get it. It's just that, you know, sometimes it's less about like sorry, my point is that it's more about like letting them know like, oh, hey, actually this is how far the drawing has come, at least for now, blah blah blah, you know. I'm not telling you to actually embarrass yourself, like don't do that. Yeah, if you actually do that, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that your channel would disappear the day after. Die of embarrassment. at this like, I guess there's like a reasonable like worry when you say things like you don't want your client to see like the process of your art, right? I think mine is just like something to do with, it's like maybe like it's a me problem, like I just don't like being watched, right? So this is actually the idea of like drawing live has always been kind of a nightmare fuel. Like instead of like even if no, I just say that instead of like sleep paralysis demon, this is like my sleep paralysis scenario, just stuck drawing it for the public to see. Yeah. Okay, your turn. Oh. Yeah, I get it. But I think that you don't need to be afraid of like the not productive part, because I mean I was worried about it too, right? Especially doing it on stream, like doing it no result kind of stream. But I still like, ended up spending my time like just doing another round of like testing on Krita, like the brushes, like some settings like to tweak. I actually didn't draw anything productive, like just random scribbling on the canvas. You know what's funny? That random scribbling and sketching, I still posted the timeline to my YouTube shorts, and I actually got like a few subscribers from it. Yeah. Yes, we should. I think we can try that Friday if you want. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then do you guys have any discussion where you can try sending her the files so she can check the content, like check the layers herself? Yeah. Yeah, and it's more so that she also helps double check, right? So it's not just you, but also her, like in case you miss something or she forgot something. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. I usually like ask. It's because like how do you say it? It's more so like the same thing as like when I provide a list, right, to people, even at like my previous jobs, so we can all remember or refresh our memory, like in case we miss something. Yeah. Yeah. I may be a bit obsessed with lists though. I like lists. I like to use lists for a lot of things. Project or no. Project or no project, just list everything out. Yeah, I can tell. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually the writing down is more so like as a second way to remember instead of just remembering, because I know them well I'm going to forget. And they have said, yeah, the people have said that, sorry, I'll finish my thought first. People have said that writing down things actually helps a lot with like remembering. Yeah. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, what we call flexing. I think at least one thing that maybe still pisses me off when it comes to like listing, I think I've shared it before with you, right? My absolute rage when I was still like doing that freelance job, and I was like trying to check on the process, like the reviewing process, like by the team at the company, the one that handled the actual projects. So you probably remember too, right, that the projects themselves have like a lot of elements to it. Like it's not just making one drawing and then done, one drawing done. Like there are several other things like to pay attention to, right? And I still remember the rage that I felt when I was kind of practically being sarcastically, like a bit condescendingly told, okay, so here's a list because you need a list for some reason. And I'm like, okay, bitch. The reason that I asked for this is because you dumb fucks will forget what you actually ask of me. So it's not just because I need it. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, good for you if your brain is like functioning 100%. You never forget anything in your life. Good for you. But this is a job, and I want to take this job seriously, so I'm asking for a list. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. And the thing is that it's not the person that I was communicating was not even like the leader. Like, it's just the messenger. So the fact that I have to wait for this messenger to pass on the message one by one and then relay back after waiting, it's like very time consuming, very half-assed. Yeah. Takes a lot of time to convey very little messages, right? That's why I ask for a list, so we can ask everything in one go, check everything right away. But then just getting hit with that, like, very sarcastic. Yeah, maybe it's not, maybe they weren't being sarcastic, but I read that I felt that was very condescending, because there was specific words used, right? It was written in Indonesian, but I can very easily translate it. Oops. Like, specifically said that, so yeah, here's the list because here's the list for you because you need it. And I'm like, okay. Adding a smiley emoji is not going to make me less pissed, by the way. God damn, dude, can you all just be professional for once? Jesus. Yeah, I concur. Yeah. Locking in, but Yep. And then sometimes end up overdoing it. Yeah, and then we have to start over with the base color and then redo second layer for like that base rendering, and then okay, enough. Stop touching it. Yeah, there's a voice in our head like constantly screaming, stop. Yeah. I really hate. I don't know if it's just mosquitoes or maybe it's just me, like, randomly drawing, but then I feel like some itch on my back, and now I have to itch sat back, and now I'm gonna have to AFK. And you know what? I get it. With the mosquitoes. Just a few days ago, maybe last week, right? So my bathroom, the one that's within our like bedroom, you get a point. So that bathroom has a tendency to have like mosquitoes coming out from the drain hole. And one of the times where I actually caught like a mosquito, like I killed it, and then I tried to wash it with like water down the drain hole, and then suddenly I see 3 more mosquitoes fly out from the drain hole, from where the water hits. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, it's very like a very weird feeling. Like I've killed less. Yeah, I've killed less mosquitoes in the living room compared to my bathroom. What the hell is happening? Like 3 mosquitoes flying up. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh my god. Yeah. And then I kill all of them. Yeah, I think my bedroom bathroom is like the place where I have the highest kill count for mosquitoes. Yeah, it's mainly also because of how easy it is to catch the mosquito with like wet hands. You just need to wet your hands. Yeah, literally all you have to do is swing your open palm around and then you'll catch one. Yep. Yeah, so that's where the highest kill count is. Yeah. Literally when I'm contemplating my life decisions, and I'm like, God, what am I doing here? And then like there's a mosquito bothering me, and I'm like, okay. Yep. I'm sitting there making the decision to kill the mosquito, and I would at least think like, okay, at least this decision is not bad, right? If I don't kill it right then and there, later it will fly into the bedroom itself. It will fly out of the bathroom, and then it would be a nightmare to sleep in. That is such a annoying way to live. I mean, yeah, normally animals are parts of the ecosystem, right? Parts of the nature. They contribute something to the nature. Yeah, I have not arrived at the part where mosquito contribute anything yet. I was just about to say, right? Like beavers are one of the most important animals, like to the water around us, right? Mosquitoes contribute mostly to deaths, human deaths. Like there are more people dying to mosquitoes than to sharks, than to bears too. mosquitoes kill anything too. It's not just humans, right? Yeah. Yeah, just some food source. Amphibia. Yeah, amphibians, reptiles, and the likes. Yeah. And also I also get that they're supposed to be, in a way, also as a part of nature, they serve as a population control. Yeah, but you know, who the fuck wants to be taken out by a mosquito? I would rather die trying to pet a fucking bear, like a wild bear. Even the black bears, right? I would rather die to that thing, that furry, cute, friend-shaped thing, than a mosquito. And people think that it's humiliating or like it's very tragic to die to being mauled by a wild animal. I can assure you, it's more humiliating to die to a mosquito. Dies. I guess I'll die. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Mhm. Jeez. Yeah. That's actually scary though. That you can just one day collapse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what happened then? That's her way of... Uh-oh. Yeah. I was thinking of like maybe telling a more lighthearted joke, but that got sad, so never mind. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, I was about to say that, oh, maybe that's her way of like making you not quit the company, but maybe not. Yeah. Yep. Yes. So was there any explanation as to what happened to her? Right. I think that it needs to also be included, like some information, like where she has been. Maybe it was the person that the mosquito previously bitten that also, like, yeah, gets spread to her as well. Yeah, there has to be someone who was like maybe a bit sick already that got bit, and then the mosquito was just, going to town. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What, socially awkward people? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Someone who lacks social awareness. Neurodivergent. Let's go with that. Wow. What a cunt. Right. I don't think. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah, you prefaced this with the fact that he's autistic, but I think that has nothing to do with the fact that he's autistic. Autistic. I think he's just a cunt. If you are kind, yes. Normal doesn't mean they will give a shit. Yeah. Yeah. The guy, he never gets disciplined. That's the thing. Yeah. So I've. Yeah. the guy is severely neglected by his family. Like that is the behavior of someone who has never been reprimanded, not even let alone being scolded, not even reprimanded, not even like, hey, maybe don't do that. Nothing. I think that's why. Yeah, because I don't know. The way you describe him reminds me of like a few boys back in like my elementary school. Yeah, like the one who would openly like constantly harass people, bully people, right? Like the type to be underestimating things that should be taken seriously. But the problem is that, you know, we were in elementary school. And yeah, and this one particular boy was like taken care of by his grandma. Not even his own parents. Like, I don't even remember if his parents were, you know, alive or around. But it seems like his grandmother was like doing everything she could to like substitute, right? But yeah, I guess it's not enough because there's no like guidance, no actual like discipline. So he was just constantly like with this minimal awareness of social cues, like constantly harass other kids, including us. And he doesn't get scared when he gets scolded by a teacher. Yeah, like his smile never leaves his face, like even when he gets scolded by a teacher. I don't know. Oh, I think that one is just spoiled, I believe. One is neurotypical, the other may have some problems. Yeah, might have some difficulties. Yeah, the one that both of us are thinking of are was just a cunt. Spoiled cunt. Yeah. At least, I think the only good thing was that he was also challenging like this very obnoxious authoritarian attitude displayed by our teacher. Like, there's a difference between like being a teacher and acting like a mini dictator in school in your class. And like a lot of our teachers are like that, right? Like even in my middle school, it's crazy. Yeah. And like there's a habit of calling this kind of teachers guru killer. Yeah, as if that's something to be proud of, like being a teacher that people are scared of but not respect. Yeah, scared of getting into trouble, maybe, but that they do not respect you. I do not respect you. I do not like someone who's like slamming their proverbial dick on a desk and be like, obey me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, you still get paid accordingly. Like it's not like you hoard all the money. So I don't know why the fuck you're so cocky. God. And I do have to also add, right? I do not hate teachers in general, and the teacher's job is to, you know, teach, to guide. But I hate people who cosplay as teachers, or people who are forced to be teachers because they have no other career options. So they take it out on us, the students. That one I hate. That kind of teacher I hate. Yeah. God, insufferable. All right, next topic. So we don't have, so we don't get too pissed. Okay. I think we need to also sorry, while you think, right, I also just want to add into the pool of ideas. Maybe we should also like rehash, like list the things that we're going to do together, like our collab ideas. Yeah. Yeah, art collab. You know me. Okay. Ooh, yeah, 9:30. I only finished one sketch. Whoopsie daisy. Oh no, there's a theme called Butler. I see it. Hold on. Wait, make what? The first option? What is the first option? We already have our joint OCs, right? I mean, we have two. We have two joint OCs. If you haven't realized, one is going to be locked for now. Cannot be revealed to the public yet. Someday, give us like 3 years. The other one is the D&D OCs. I mean, up to you, I guess. We can always kind of like take the opportunity to actually polish the characters' designs as well. Okay. Let's do a new one then. Yeah. Also, can you just check my stream for a second? Tell me, does that not mean butler? Does that not? Yeah. There's only one. Later. That should be later. I'm still behind. I'm still at the April 19th one. This is April 22nd. This is like today. About to be tomorrow. About to be last night. I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. So I think if the Google is not lying to me, that this one should mean like beautiful, right? Beautiful person. Just beautiful. Yeah, because I recognize the first word, right? But what the fuck is this two squiggly lines? Yeah, what hiragana is this? I mean, like, what's the letter? Otsukoshi? Utsukoshi? Okay. Yeah, in my chat, let's go. we're also we're also taking the chance to learn a bit of a bit of Japanese. Tsukushi. Okay. I got you. Yeah, so in the caption, right? Sorry, I have to Google Translate and read it to you. But the summary is that we're supposed to be drawing something that we perceive as beautiful, because it's kind of like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder sort of thing. Yeah. So now I have to come up with something beautiful I wanna draw. What I consider beautiful. Yeah, I'm trying to think. All I can think of are dilfs. Pretty. I'm like, pretty Sebastian Castellanos, Sebastian Michaelis. No. Yeah. For the butler one, if Undertaker is beautiful, but I already drew him. Enough. Okay. And then who else? Like, seriously, all I could think of are like the div characters. Even the one called Jacob from Rise of the Tomb Raider. No, not the Twilight one. Jacobus, not that Jacob. Not that Jacob. Holy shit. Wow. Now you know too. Okay. Now I'm back to square one. Who the fuck do I consider beautiful? Yeah. I could also like do scenery because yeah, my thoughts are like, oh, PS5 Pro, that's beautiful as well. Yeah, the price increased again. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting cancelled anyway. Like, real talk, I think it's getting more and more obvious now that Sam Altman has been running around giving false promises, which is why there are constantly mentions of huge amounts of money but really little to no result. Yeah, so now they're falling apart. And Sam kind of has to, keep pretending that everything is okay. No, it's okay. I'm just shitting on Sam Altman. Right. Okay. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot who I can consider beautiful. Matt Mikkelsen is one of them. Yeah, because I have no other idea. I don't know what else. Or like the Saint, what is it? Michelle? That's a whole ass castle near like the castle, Mont Saint Michel. It's the beach. Or is it the Coast Castle, Beach Castle? I don't know, but it's a huge castle. That's pretty, right? That's very beautiful. But okay, deal with this. Mads Mikkelsen. Let's start. You kind of steer me away from like drawing sceneries, so I guess I'm gonna draw a person instead. Yeah. Then I can't really draw just a good looking person. Then if I'm gonna add like flowers, like decorations, it would have to be a bit more meaningful. Yeah. Maybe we won't draw Mads Mikkelsen, but I need because it kind of feels more like I'm trying to beautify him even more, even though I think it should be something that we already consider beautiful. Okay, you're not really good at pitching the idea. Yeah, the aurora is beautiful. Yeah, I like men. Okay, thank you. I mean, the aurora is pretty. The galaxy is pretty. No, not that aurora. Nah. Yeah, galaxy is very beautiful. Cats? I mean, they're cuter than they are beautiful, but it's okay. You say cats are graceful, and then I look over at my cat's tail, and his little paw. But he's orange. Or yeah, how about this? I'll just try your suggestion. Yeah, flowers, but I don't know what flowers. I mean, easy or not doesn't really matter, because it would just be sketches, I guess. Shouldn't we at least kind of like find flowers that actually kind of complement? Yeah. The with suits Mads Mikkelsen, I guess. Okay. I mean, I think both are not great, but okay. No, I mean, like I meant at least like the type of flowers that would suit him, because his features are not soft at all, right? And I feel like roses are supposed to be more of like a classic symbol for like, I don't know, romantic or sweet. Yeah. I suppose that would work, like, because despite how Matt Mikkelsen look, he's actually very like cheerful for some reason. He's actually very bubbly. I don't know if you've seen like many of his like interviews. Yeah, even if you see one, right, you can already tell that he's very energetic, like very playful. It's so weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird because you see him like physically, he looks like one of those kind of fuckboy kind of guy. I think it's just one of like, depends on his expression. Some of his pictures, like the more professional photo shoots one. Yeah, but then there are also like some that, like the one you said, like more mysterious, more calm, like you don't know what is on his head, but then you see a video of him, you hear him talk, and then it's like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. It's like, is that his twin? Like, that's not actually him, right? Yeah. Like, it's very, I guess, like a surprise, but it's a pleasant one. Yeah. Also, I think like my second half, the second half of my stream is just going to be glazing Mads Mikkelsen. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's just that funny. It's just a little funny because the last time I was kind of like trying to do more of like a expression study or face that practice, like it's just practice, like not even like study. Like, I just want an excuse to draw Mads Mikkelsen, and I was also like glazing him pretty hard. I can't draw one laughing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. I'm scared that you will say Jared Leto. Oh, okay. I think, yeah, yeah. I think for me, it's more than just their faces. I think I think when someone is not like insufferable out of their roles, I think that I would like them a bit more. Like if they don't act like a fucking diva, like Jesus Christ, y'all, it's just acting. Yeah. Aduh. Oh yeah. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Yeah, so I think at least like from what they display, right, like their attitude is also like what makes it a lot more pleasant to look at their faces. Compare it to the likes of like Timothée Chalamet, like Jesus Christ. Cavill, I believe. Henry Cavill. Cavill, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was like, okay, but I like Henry Cavill. What do you mean? If you like femboys. It's definitely not men versus women. It's more so like men who like soft features versus women who like soft features versus masculine features. It's not about men. Yeah, and definitely not like you. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard some discussions about his like inability to get roles that require him to look more masculine. Yeah, but I more so dislike his like attitude, like the way he carries himself. Yeah, Timothy. You can see the type of women he dates, and you can immediately parse even like just a small part of his personality. Like he's dating Kylie Jenner right now, just so you know. Yeah, and he has dated another woman with that has like a face filled with fillers and Botox, and yeah, he likes that kind of women. Yeah, that's why I don't like him. Yeah, I might be a lot different than like some people when it comes to like liking faces, liking like men with different faces. Like their personalities will always be attached to it. Like you see like the likes of Henry Cavill, right? He's likable. He doesn't look and act like a cunt, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And even like, whoa, wait, D&D and Warhammer. Wow. He plays, yeah, he plays Gerald, right? Oh. Yeah, typical. Yeah, but even like the likes of Chris Evans, like, yeah. I think it's more so that, well, at least for me, right? I see him try to joke around more than like trying to like flex or like, I mean like physically. I don't mean like flex his money or anything like that. I mean like being a cunt, you know. Not, he doesn't act like a typical frat bro. Yeah. I think that factors heavily to how attractive I feel a guy. Unfortunately, it's not just like the pure faces and then I can disconnect their behaviors. It will always be attached, unfortunately. Yeah, I nope out very, very quickly. It's just, okay, immediately negative. Yeah. Even if it's not negative, it's still a no. I think we're going to shift the topic a little. I think that has yeah. So you're not to go offline first. You have to no, I think it has more to do with like not wanting to be alone. Not necessarily like, yeah, not just the looks. You can 100% judge the ones that are like, but he's so hot though. That one you can judge. Please go ahead and judge. Yeah. That is, yeah, that's actually quite funny. even if you can Yeah, so I'm trying to understand, right? Even when it comes to just asking questions, like trying to give them like advice through like logical deduction, I think it's still difficult just from the fact that you maybe don't spend that much time around people that you can, you know, kind of pull into like your memory bank and be like, oh, if he acts like this, say stuff like this, then there's a high chance that he would act like this. If you don't hang out with like a bunch of like different people in the first place, that might be difficult for you to help, even if you want to help. Yeah. Yeah. Even the not even this talking about like their personality, even when it comes to looks, like some of us have like different standards, so the one you think are like, you know, the one that they think are good looking might not necessarily be the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the very weird thing, right? The problem, like, people refuse to kind of acknowledge is that someone who you initially don't find attractive will be actually very, very much more attractive the moment you start like interacting with them. The more you get to know them, if you actually have positive interaction, you actually look at them being more and more attractive. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe it's based on one of the examples you shared with me, right? Yeah. Of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something changed. Yeah. So no joke when people say that, you know, beauty is like very subjective. There's also like a factor of like, yeah. They are shallow. That kind of people, even if they get the type of guys or like girls they like, the faces they like, they will always only like their faces. The personalities will never match. Like you the type you said that would always be like hellbent, like adamant, like someone has to look a certain way. Yeah, the relationship will usually be like miserable very quickly. Oh. Definitely the viewers actually. Yeah, so sorry for turning this into like an impromptu relationship discussion or like attraction discussion, but yeah. But what you said also has a point, right? Like, what's the point of like fixing someone else if why are you fixated on that? Yeah, you can't even fix yourself. But yeah, at least when it comes to me, right? When you hear me fangirling or like simping, glazing like some person, some dude, it's usually like I also have like expectation that and some sort of like belief that they are good, good people. Yeah, not have to be a saint, right? But also like, at least not a cunt, not a criminal, Yeah. So I don't just randomly like glaze any like good looking dude. At least like, be nice. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, with me, right? You wouldn't be hearing about like, oh, he's so handsome in this scene, like in this. I mean, mine would be like specific things they've done, like, oh, did you know they blah blah blah, they said this and that. Yeah, mine is like trying to emphasize on like what they have said and done, like example of their like good doing, like good actions, more like that yeah that is actually correct. Like I very much respect people who don't misuse like what they have, right? Their money, their looks, their status. Conspiracy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was at a public event. I did, and I thought that it's just a case of people like fear mongering for no reason. Yeah, I was about to say like he looks different, as in he just stepped out of like his surgeon's office. No. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like back in the day when people speculate like Avril Lavigne. Yeah. Like it does feel like at some point like there was like a doppelganger. Yeah, and then it was revealed that she at some point in time got like Lyme disease. I don't remember if that Lyme disease was like in the same timeline as when they had like conspiracy about her having a stunt double. I don't remember, but I believe that people have tried to like debunk it, like saying that it is like another person that kind of steps in for like public events if she doesn't want to be out in the spotlight. I still don't know if that's true, by the way, but it's just something stupid. It's just like, who cares? Yeah, I think. Yeah, and to be honest, just like my very short opinion, like to be honest, that kind of behavior, like this conspiracy, like constantly conspire about weird shit, is the reason why it's very plausible for a celebrity to have like a stunt double. It's exactly because of that behavior. Yeah, but I think it's most likely, yeah, just to fuck with people. Absolutely. Hey, nice. Wednesday. Wednesday. There is no such thing as speech efficiency. Just make sure you don't forget. Or, you know what? I guess it's fine if you forget, because I'm sure your client will remind you by liking your stuff. Oh my god. Really? Oh my god, that's just outright scams. That has to be one of those like dumb fucks who think that their art is so good that they can charge like a few $100s for like portrait or something. I think it's more so that they know the client won't do anything, or they believe that the client won't do anything. Stupid indeed, because I would 100% encourage them to, one, report, two, just commission me instead. Yeah, I will do better than that. Well, yeah, and don't actually do that, but at least like kind of make sure you shame the other artist. Like, goddamn, dude, I'm thankful for even like getting one, commission like ungrateful fucks like this, like play with like people's time and money. Of course, I don't think that we would ever reach a point where we are ungrateful just because. I said that there will not be a time where either of us will be ungrateful just because we know each other. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's not what I meant. Actually, the opposite. What I meant was like because we know each other's struggles. Yeah. At least I wouldn't think that you would be ungrateful. Yeah. I mean, if you're ungrateful, you would have just done what the other artists have done. Just start a new commission, you know, open more slots. Be a cunt. Uh-oh. Please. Please. Please don't expose me, please. That is very funny. I got you. I mean, at least we're doing it in a healthier way. That we don't terrorize. The algorithm thing I hate the most. Like, what do you mean? I can't just draw and post. I have to keep chasing trends, post almost daily, putting in like half of yeah, but I believe at least for like YouTube, like it's been kind of like average, like because the views are too up and down, like it bounces up and down. But the Instagram is not really that different either. You know what? I actually came to the conclusion, like I came to the decision to only treat Instagram as kind of like a archive account. That's why I randomly like wait until like at least a week to post like 7 pictures, because I no longer give a fuck about like posting on time every Saturday, every Wednesday. Like fuck that. Yeah. It is. I know. Pisses me off too. Like, it's even more annoying when it comes to like some of the content, right? I saw maybe one about people shitting on incels, right? Making fun of them. And then the next post would just be constantly about like this like awful incel behaviors. Like, I know there are a lot of pieces of shit, but I don't need to see that every time I open Instagram, because I usually display like the comments first, and then like the poster will put their opinions. And it's nothing against the posters of these people like calling out incels. I don't want to see the incels, but yeah, nothing wrong with the posters. I get it, they are calling out bad behaviors, but the incels themselves, I do not want to see. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what I hate about like those multiple postings? They like to drag their point across like several pictures, several images, so they only put one sentence, two sentences most on one picture, and then you have to swipe it, you have to swipe it, you have to yeah, like, you know, my life has been difficult. It's been a challenge for me to get this kind of like courses, blah blah blah. In return, I'm gonna share with you guys like the easy way to do this, like or something, like tutorials for them, like that I would be okay, because you're kind of forwarding, like giving kindness to more people. Yeah, I get it. I already said pretty much last year, right? I believe I told you already. There's a few artists I followed on threads. Like every few posts they make are just, oh, I thought that nobody would ever buy my art, but now look at me, I'm doing all these things. It's like every few, like 2 or 3 posts, like always got to have that like sob story element into their post. It's just insufferable. Just post your art. To me, it's kind of like just this constant need for to me it's more so like they keep needing like this reassurance, this validation. No, your art is incredible, no, we will always buy everything you put out. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, relax. You already have people agreeing with most of what you say. They like your art. Yeah, people rally behind you when you get into troubles. They defend you, and then you just constantly have to keep farming for sympathy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and it's kind of shitty too to have this kind of opinion, like, because we want to support other artists, but when artists like to keep taking advantage of the average person, fuck the support. Sorry, fuck the support. Yeah, hot take. You go ahead and comment me. I can and not you, by the way. Like, you guys can like disagree, but I do not give a single fuck. Like, I think I will always make it clear that I do not like fake support just for the sake of supporting. Like, I always have to like the way that someone conduct themselves. I will never support someone just because they are in the same field as me or share the same gender as me or whatever it is. Maybe Forrest might be kinder than me, but I am not that kind. Yeah, don't worry. You would say neutral. It's okay. Yeah. Most of the time I also like prefer not saying everything out loud, but if it pisses me off enough, I will say it. Like, because it's, to me, it's personally, right? According to my slightly skewed moral compass, to me it feels like less, oh, this is just how they are, but more of a scummy behavior. Like, you think you can get away with this sort of like constant sympathy farming, so you can just keep doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what would be the examples? Just say that we are mean or something. Yeah. Judgmental. No. Yeah, I hate it. That's the main thing. I hate being pitied. Oh my god, yeah, I hate that. Yep. it also costs $0, not to shame anyone or guilt trip anyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's mostly yes, definitely. That's why now I don't really give a fuck about like doing like art modes sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I can even yeah, no doubt. I don't think you would just get a few. I think if you like word it like very very nice, right? Say some nice things, cute things. Yeah, you would have at least few dozens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it, don't worry. Just send this to me. Hold on. I'm trying to get some of the hairs, like just to map out some of the hairs. I think the point is that, it's not that hard, post some of your drawings, your best ones. Say you want art mood, say you want to support each other, you get followers, and then after following them back, and then you can just start unfollowing them again. That's what a lot of people do, by the way. I'm not like making shit up. Like, you can literally still go to threads to this day. There will still be people talking about how could you participate in that kind of this like art moods thing, but then you follow just to unfollow a few days later. Yeah. Yep. I don't either. The last time I believe that was like back in Deviant, when DeviantArt was like still pretty huge, still pretty big. Yeah. And then like I have to constantly deal with like people follow and following. Yeah, even not too long ago, I believe, like in the last few months, there was still like someone who was basically I believe their accounts were like managed by two people, like a couple of siblings. So they had this constant like liking people's art, you know, aka favoriting, leaving comments, thank you for the support, blah blah blah, follow, watch our content, and then after some time they unfollowed, they unwatched. But yeah, but they were the ones who were active with like this interaction thing in the first place. But when it comes to their art, it's honestly, sincerely, not that impressive. I would have to say, sorry, I would like to clarify that I don't think that my art is better. I think that my art with this person, like these two people account, is actually not that far off from each other, which makes it even worse. Like this person like act like they are like at whose level, wall up, or like Kushinov Ilya's level, Kushinov, or like whoever else. Yeah, it's very weird. Sorry, continue yours. Yep. I get it. Definitely. But my... Sorry, continue yours. Yeah. I still much prefer like actually taking the time to like ask people like what they draw, what kind of art they like, why are they doing what they're doing. Like, I actually spend the time to learn, to know what they like. Like, yeah. There's a few people already, like I believe I told you too, right? That kind of ask me questions, and I just, share with them whatever I could share, like whatever I have found over the years. Like, I don't gatekeep that kind of information when it comes to art. And yeah, there's a lot of discussion. It's not just, oh wow, good art, great art, cute, okay. I actually spent the time like trying to understand people, trying to get to know the other artists. Not just, okay, great, new person who will like every single drawing that I post. I don't want to get into like too much details of like our recent discussion I have with like one of my new artist friend, but it also like concerns content creation. Yeah, so it's not just, again, like not just like talking about, oh wow, great great, very Yep. Like the person, this friend, is like always like asking specific questions as well. Yeah. They ask for details like what do you do, what do you not do, what would you advise. So it's nice. It's really nice. Talking to actual, having like an actual human interaction. Not just follow me, be my art mood. I like your art. Yeah, they unfollow. And then they pretend they don't know you. That is genuinely the type of like artist, quote unquote artist, that I hate the most. Like this same shameless one, like Jesus. Oh my god, you know, I actually, yeah, before anyone tries to be like, it's your fault you're expecting. We are talking about moods. People who advertise themselves as supportives. There are artists I follow that never like interact with me, but I generally just like their art. I've never bothered them commenting like, hey, please follow me back. I've never DM'd them, please follow me back. I've never had any expectations for them to follow me back because they have a lot of followers. Yeah, like it is unfair too, right? You want an artist to follow you, but then like, what? Do they have to follow other artists as well? Like, it would be unfair and entitled. Like, at least with me, when I say like I want to support, like I genuinely like follow people because I like their art. I can always like their art, but if I see their posts when I open like Instagram, I will like their art. Yeah. What happened? Yeah. Interacted. Yeah. I actually thought you were gonna say, I was tired of their bullshit. Yeah. Wow, I like them. Oh my god, it reminds me of like a YouTuber like doing like collab games, and they're supposed to make like their own memes, right? And one of the moments where, you know, a member joining them like was a woman, right? And then there were two women, but one of them keep winning, like they keep getting the most points, and then the guys were like butthurt, like, no, women cannot be funny. And then one person that doesn't join in on like the hating actually make a meme like it says like, Antifa is lowering my score. and it was about the game score, right? But they purposely like write the name of the person complaining about their score being lower than the women's score. says Antifa is lowering my score. When you said that they blame everything on the government, I immediately get reminded of that. Blaming the Antifa. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Ah, should have joined them. Oh, how could you? Yeah, I say that even though I also cannot focus on more than one thing. Yeah, I get it. Wow. Yeah, I have to go back to reality most times. Too. Yep. Don't forget. Yeah. Yeah, I believe I still have like maybe 17 minutes until 11 p.m. Yeah. I also have like an ending statement. Yay. Okay. Bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, thank you. I have to switch over to my solo layout. Should be fine. I do have to clarify, like with the types of opinions that I have. Just a reminder that those are my opinions. Like, well, yes, I am discussing it with my friend, right? But her opinion and mine, like, they're not on the same level. Like, even if she is frustrated, it's not at my level, like, where I nearly condemn their behavior. So yeah, if you're gonna, dislike, like between like the two of us, you can go ahead and dislike me. I do not give a fuck. If you like have been behaving the way that I have described when it comes to like looking for online support, you can go fuck yourselves. But don't drag my friend into it. Like, she doesn't have that strong of an opinion as me. I hate people like you if you fit the category, But yeah, that's about it. Now back to the actual art. So the specific image that I have been trying to kind of replicate is actually like not his usual look. Like it may look a bit too greedy. Like it was supposed to do something that kind of, you know, represents, I guess, beauty, right? So for now, the image I'm trying to draw may not be the perfect representation, unless I can, you know, beautify it. So I think I'm gonna see if I could just merge the drawing and then do another take. I want to at least soften it just a little. I still want to maintain the sketch quality, so yeah. So give me a second. I have about like 13 minutes left. So I'm just gonna do like quick strokes. And try not to be, you know, too spastic with it. Yeah, and just less about like kind of negative opinions about other artists, but just like in the general vibe of tonight's stream may have not been the most positive. But again, as long as people have, as long as we have like shitty people running around, or like, you know, yeah, no, that's exactly it. As long as we have shitty people doing shitty things, our topics may always be adjusted according to that. It would always reflect the current state of the world. Maybe like the Timothy Chalamet one is not that serious, right? Just like the behavior of like stereotypical good looking dude, but like no good personality traits. This kind of behavior. Who cares, right? At the end of the day, he's a celebrity. But the thing about other artists, like kind of, it's more of a real thing. It has impacted a lot of people negatively, whether it's other artists or like even potential clients or actual clients that may have been fucked over or outright scammed. So yeah, expect us to always have kind of a negative opinion. I'm gonna change him here. I guess I can't do like hair. I think it should be all. So now I should be careful with like my strokes. Yeah, so there are times where the pop-up, like the pop-up palette, it doesn't show up. I'm not sure why. Should probably see if I can change pop-up widget. Let's see if next time it fucks up again. Okay, now just gonna go in and do my sketches. I do have to pull up just one or two more like references, just like another angle if possible. Yeah, this image looks a lot gritty. The image of like Matt Mikkelsen. I believe this one is specifically a photo shoot for what? Max Fury Load. What is it? Hold on. Yeah, Mad Max. Mad Max Fury Load. Fury Road. I think I just try to clarify it in my description if I have found more accurate info on this, just because, you know, people love to share images without like the proper credit. Like people just be typing in anything and everything instead of like crediting the actual stuff. Yeah, this is very greedy. Yep, let's go before I end my stream. wonder if I could just do the previous technique where I simply fix the current sketch instead, because I tried to create a new one, but it progressively looked more like someone else, and that that is not Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, it's 11 p.m. already. Fine, I can do this offline. Continue this offline. In my brain, still like failing a little to translate like more realistic proportions. Like same thing with like the anime versions, like where I have to translate it into semi-realistic proportions. It's the same case here with like more realistic stuff. Why the fuck is there a like Pinterest folder name? I guess idea or like board name. Name Matt Steady Ideas. Okay, I think I have to clarify. My simping is not like that. Thank you. Yeah, it's 11:05 p.m. here, so I think I'm gonna have to stop here. We'll keep going offline. But it is quite late already, so I have to stop. Alright. So on Friday I will do something a lot more different with my friend Forrest as usual, if there is no interference or if there's nothing going on in our life. That, like, my point is that if we don't get busy. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I, as usual, very appreciate it. I'm gonna have to come back here later on Friday, same time. There shouldn't be any change of time either. 8:30 p.m. My time. But other than that, yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you again. Goodbye for now.